Brexit fishing panic, Dutch admit we are afraid in plea for fisheries deal. Brexit trade talks are nearing a no-deal scenario which could lead to chaos in Europe's ports, and Dutch fishermen have warned they face a crisis in a plea to the UK and EU. Prime Minister Boris Johnson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen have provided bleak summaries of Brexit trade talks. Both warned that a no-deal scenario is around the corner without a drastic breakthrough in talks which have remained in a stalemate for months. Ms von der Leyen told EU leaders that Britain exiting the transition period without a trade and security deal is now the most likely outcome. Prime Minister Johnson said, "What I've said to our negotiators is that we've got to keep going, and we'll go the extra mile, and we will. And I will go to Brussels, I will go to Paris, I will go to Berlin, I will go to wherever to try and get this home and get a deal. What I told the cabinet this evening is to get on and make those preparations. We're not stopping talks, we'll continue to negotiate, but looking at where we are, I do think it's vital that everyone now gets ready for that Australian option, no deal." Among the issues standing in the way of an agreement is fisheries. The EU wants a continuation of its current access to UK waters, but the government wants British fishermen to have priority. As a no-deal Brexit becomes a real possibility, Dutch fishermen will be concerned, having expressed fear over this exact scenario earlier this year. ITV spoke to fishermen at the Dutch port of Den Helder. Ido Betsema, a fisherman at the port, said, "In a year we spend 80% of our time in English waters. I'm afraid that the UK will say, stop, no European fishing vessels in our waters." Cor Vonk, a skipper, asked the UK to please think about our families as he warned of the impact of Brexit on fishermen in Europe, arguing fishermen in the Netherlands were afraid of what the outcome could be. He added, "It's not a game, we have been talking about people." However, Gerard van Balsfort of the Pelagic Freezer Trawler Association warned that any pain felt by the Netherlands will also be felt in the UK. He said, "It's a zero-sum game, whatever you gain I lose and vice versa. We have a very simple message. Don't change the current systems." However, when ITV spoke to fishermen in Devon, they were resolute in their backing of Brexit and optimistic that it could provide them with a better future. But one fisherman also said he was fearful that Prime Minister Johnson and the UK negotiators would not follow through on their promises. They said, "We understand there will be some negotiations, but let's not do it so that the UK fishing industry suffers once again and we are sold down the river like a pilchard." Conservative MP and Brexiteer Andrew Bridgen told Express.co.uk last month that the EU's fisheries demands are absurd. He added, "It's like someone renting a property off you, terminating the agreement, and then demanding they keep 80% of the back garden. Who is going to agree to that? That's not how it works. It's absurd. There is no court in the world the EU could go to that would uphold their right to keep our sovereign fishing grounds after the EU."